Do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it really that bad last night?
It was like John Bickerson.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It was funny.
I was exhausted.
It's like you were trying to say something.
I hate you. I want a divorce. Hi, I'm Shaun Landry.
Summers.
And we are the Seniors Improv Comedy. Apparently, I've been snoring.
Like John Bickerson.
Like John Bickerson from, please Google that, youngins who are watching this on Twitch. We are extremely excited. Happy New Year, everybody. We have not done a live show.
Well, we were off for the 2 holidays.
We off for the 2 holidays.
And then you had a shoot last
And
time.
I had a shoot last week. I am officially the face of diabetes, which is super fun. And a great medicine. So when you see my face, please, if you do have that, please take this medicine.
So I should bring you out some ice cream then.
Yes, I love ice cream. I will roll around in corn syrup to go and do that again.
But not high fructose corn syrup. Because that's bad for you.
Exactly. Yeah. So with all that, I am very happy to be here and as Landry and Summers, and we have an amazing guest. But before we introduce her, I would like to go and introduce you to the brand new 2022 omnipotent and wonderful improv god. Hello, improv god.
Hey, everybody.
Ooh, you're new and young.
It's me, brand new improv god. A new year, I thought I'd try a little something new.
You decided to go up an octave.
It sounds smiley.
Well, I hope you all have a smiley day.
Oh,
I think that's what the kids say.
Yeah, I like this voice now. I like 2021 improv god.
Oh, I mean, if you like the 2021, I mean,
yeah,
you'll love the 2022.
Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Had a little episode there.
Yeah, you had a little high pitch going through puberty episode.
Must be a little helium leak.
Yeah, absolutely cool. Hey, with that said, thank you. How's your week, improv god? How's your year going so far?
So far, so good. A lot of things are happening all around the globe. A new year means new opportunities to say yes and new scenes to make and enjoy and also ruin. So many opportunities ahead of us.
Yes.
That sounds like an infomercial.
It really does, and I love it. And hey, improv god, we have an amazing guest with us. You know what? She was on this show before with another ensemble called Class Act. She teaches improvisation all over the country, all over the world, and all over online. She is brilliant. She is smart. And I am very glad to ring in the new year of improv online with her, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Margot Escott. Yay! There you are.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. What an intro.
Oh, I try. Hey, you want to say hi to improv god?
Yes, improv god. Hello.
Hello, Margot. I've heard so many good things about you, and I've seen you do good things here on this show.
And I've heard your voice before. I'm so happy to talk to you, God.
It is an honor to talk to you as well. The things that you do with improv and the way you broaden its horizons and bring it to people who need it is excellent. Thank you.
It is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Isn't it, Margot? Isn't it a wonderful thing?
I'm
what we
very,
do?
very grateful. Yeah, very grateful.
Yeah. So we need to go and prove how grateful we are by doing a show. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. We start the new year asking about holidays. Improv God, we asked on Facebook people's favorite holidays. And of course, because most of my friends are improvisers and comedians, they can't keep it real. So
if we got Arbor Day.
I don't mind Arbor Day, actually, because that's an actual.
Well, that's true. That was an actual holiday.
It's also one of the better improv holidays. What better day than Arbor Day to be a tree?
Yeah. Exactly. I love it.
Which actually, that Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Thank you. I believe that was created to celebrate World War I, right?
pretty much. And with that, hey, I don't think Arbor Day is on our list.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. So, Improv Guy, why don't you go and give us something from the Facebook wall? Give us their name, and we keep the tradition of 2021, like 2022. Give me their name so we can make fun of them.
All right. We actually got 2 people giving the same suggestion with a different name.
Must be a hot holiday.
Yeah. What is it?
It is from Amanda Gary,
Hello,
Canadian
Amanda.
Boxing Day. And from Geraldine Carolyn, St. Stephen's Day, the December 26th.
December 26th. And here's the thing, both holidays fall on after, but they are different holidays because Caroline, who is from Ireland.
No, I think they got it's over in Europe. At one point, they called it St. Stephen's Day, and in England, they called it Boxing Day.
Yeah, but for all purposes, both holidays, in theory, deal with
The same thing.
Which is Hans.
Oh, it is. It relates to a box. If you're better off than somebody else, what you do is you put things in for that needy person, and you give them the box.
That's right. It's a lovely holiday.
It's like the rich giving to the poor.
Rich giving to the poor. The Robin Hood.
It's the Robin Hood holiday.
It's the Robin Hood holiday. Margot, do you know a lot about Boxing Day?
I know a little bit about Boxing Day. I used to think it was this kind of boxing, but I do know what it's called in England, and the tradition that it is. Yes, I do. I love Boxing Day.
I love the idea that there's a holiday for boxers.
Well, it actually it kind of developed that way at one point. They used to set up boxing matches on Boxing Day over in Europe a lot, up until like the late 50s.
That's fascinating. These are interesting things to glean off so we can improvise. You want to do a 10-minute set with us, girl? Would you like to do a 10-minute set?
No, she doesn't want to. She's thinking about
For
it.
me? Or you just
Yeah, sure.
Daryl?
I'm asking you. Yeah.
Of course I would. I'd love to start with a Boxing Day, absolutely. Or
All
Day. I like them both, but
we'll see if we can meld them all together.
yeah, that's a good idea. Meld them.
We'll meld it like the improv do.
Or maybe throw in St. Swithin's Day.
And let's go and figure all this out when we start to improvise. Oh, improv God, are you ready to let us improvise? Let's do this.
I'll see you all on the other side.
Thank you, brother.
God, what a beautiful box. I can't believe it. Oh, it's so kind of them. I can't believe this. Let's see what's inside of it. It's got beautiful ribbons. Oh, and
isn't it gorgeous? Isn't that nice? Isn't nice that they did this for us? It's lovely.
So I'm taking the top off now, and look what's inside. Oh, it's another box.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let me come in closer. Take a look at that.
But I'll open another box here because it has to be something wonderful, I'm sure. Look. Oh, it's an easier box to open. And look what it is, my darling. Gladys, look what it is.
This is absolutely fabulous. Darling, the thing is, though, exactly where are you going to wear that?
Well, someplace where they don't have red paint, that's for sure.
That definitely doesn't hurt. Well, it's a fur. You don't want to go to a PETA.
No, I'm not going to a PETA meeting this week anyway, darling. So I just wear it.
That's the thing. You're so anti-fur, and yet you love it so much. And
I know. I'm a bit of a paradox, but this will look very well at the theater, at the High Theater.
Yes.
You know the High Theater?
Of course I do. It's absolutely a lovely place.
Yes.
I actually got my first start there.
Oh, my goodness. It's wonderful. It's so enchanting to be with you today, Gladys, on this wonderful...
Oh, Martha, it's just absolutely dreamy. You're absolutely fabulous. Cleavon will be coming in soon.
Cleavon's you're back together again.
Yes, he brought me a box, apparently, and I just see exactly what he got. The last thing he got, it was nice. It's the thought, oh, hello, Cleavon.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm so glad you came from America.
Yeah, I wanted to find out what the culture was all over the country.
I understand that.
And when I was there, I saw
I
something.
know how to do your voice almost as well as you
I,
do.
I want to see something that I thought I'd pick up something for you that you might want.
Well, that's absolutely lovely, darling. Why don't you go and grab what you like to do in the other room?
I came here for you because you're a lady.
You got that right, Cleavon. She's an ultimate lady. A lady.
Well-
lady.
Well, and so are you, darling. And so are you.
You're a fancy lady. A
It's
fancy lady.
So tell me, darling, this year, for the first time that you go out, exactly where you're going to wear that amazing rabbit?
Well, I thought I might take a stroll in the park, and the other rabbits would get jealous of how this rabbit is on my shoulders.
Well, the other ones are alive, and the one around your neck is dead.
They
So
are
I don't
dead.
know how much jealousy will happen there, but rabbits do as rabbits do.
Well, it's the masochistic rabbits that have that yearning to be on somebody's neck and be made into a fur.
Oh,
Yes.
Cleavon,
Happy gift giving day.
you were supposed to put it in.
Oh.
What
I
in God's name is it?
Well, I saw them and I thought, well, that's weird. They're supposed to be ice cubes, but they're really made out of plastic and they got stuff inside. So I'm not quite sure what you do with them. But
Well, I would assume you would freeze them and then put them in a glass, but then again, you're putting plastic in your favorite drink.
a different color. It's
Oh.
different colors. It makes your drink purty. That's what they told me when I was in this store. Actually, it was a truck stop. And I was just, when I was traveling across the South, because I was going to visit some relatives down there.
Yeah, before you came over here on the plane.
Yeah, before I came on the plane. Yeah, I was driving all over there and I was just looking for relatives because God knows I got a lot of relatives.
One would
And-
assume.
Yeah, well, more than most people do, if you know what I mean.
Right. He
I'm not
has
saying
lots
they're
of,
Catholics
he has
or
lots of
nothing,
family,
but,
darling.
I imagine he does, and some of them are probably related.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when I think I stopped at a what they call it, a Stookies, and I picked those up at the Stookies.
And then you brought them to
I
London.
bought them on the plane, but I didn't get a box.
Cleavon, did you happen to stop at the National Arboretum?
Asking him to say big words.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. The National Gallery of Trees. Did you happen to visit that?
Oh, I saw lots of trees when I was down there. They were all over the place. And if you travel, I started out in Florida, and I drove all the way up the highway, and you could actually see the seasons change as I was driving.
That's awesome. Oh, you must have seen other sites as well. Did you visit some museums or something like that?
Oh yeah, there was this one along the side of the road. It had the world's biggest ball of yarn. I always wanted to go there.
Excuse me for interrupting, but twine to me would not be something that you would wish to see. You could, and a big one. What is fun to do?
It's a really big one,
What? But
It takes persistence. You think about that. Somebody started with a little piece of twine like this, and they did like this and this and this and this and this and this and they kept doing it, and they got it to be where it was 10 foot in diameter. That's a lot of persistence.
Well, that's probably a Guinness World's Record, I would suppose. So that's very classy, but glad.
then, America, as you guys would call it, America. Only in America can you have something like that, really.
Well, we like to be different in America.
Oh, you are different. You're very.
Yes, it's very different. Listen, loves, I'm going to take the hell this is and put it in. See,
Okay, I did that for you. You stay here because you're a lady.
well, that's very kind of you. See how I can go up now?
I like the blue one the best.
Thank you, love.
Hi, darling. I didn't know you had him in your life, Gladys. You're
Well, darling, it's literally help the needy. I mean, isn't that what Boxing Day really is? Help the needy.
Yes, and he appeared to be very needy too. So I
And
think,
needy of help in every single way. And he came to me with weird plastic bulbs of something in with water inside of them. He means well.
but he loved it. He loved it, and it is the gift. It's not the giver, it's the gift, and he
I'll
loved.
never use it. You know that. You got a fur, and I got balls of water in plastic.
Well, the day is not over to get another box, perhaps. Oh, what do
don't
I
think
have down
anybody
here?
comes. That would be what's that?
Gladys, here's another
Yes.
box.
Oh
Just for
my goodness.
you.
Oh my goodness. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to open it up right now, please. I'm going to go and open this box right now. What's inside? You want to come and keep this lovely?
Okay. I want to give you your other present.
Well, just leave it there, and I'll be back in a moment.
I found this when I was I think it was in Nashville.
Wow, is that the world's largest nail?
No, it makes a funny noise. It made me laugh. That's why I bought it.
Oh, such a
Oh
beautiful
my
sound.
goodness, this is beautiful. I love this, darling. I love this. Do you want me to try this on?
thought so. Yeah, I thought you loved it.
Oh no, I don't know what you got me, but I
Oh.
love this. It was in so honey. In the box, it's just thrown out. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
What in God's name is that?
I got this when I was in Nashville because it made me laugh.
It's a whistle.
Yeah, but you can change the pitch. Yeah, that's why I got it for you.
Oh, Gladys, put it on. It's going to look so beautiful on you.
Let me,
With your beautiful eyes.
it seems so comfy. Here, hold on.
Oh, my word. Yes. Oh, pretty as a picture.
Play your whistle.
What in God's name?
Well, I figured that, sometimes people get depressed and it's, silly things like that will make them happy again. So whatever, you're in a bad mood and you're sitting in the corner and maybe you had one too many drinks. God knows you like your alcohol.
I did.
That maybe, go, oh, I'm in this kind of mood. So you just pull that out and make yourself happy again.
Hold my drink.
Yeah. See, isn't that a great gift?
I would have to learn how to actually do this.
I think you just did.
That's well. I need to. This. Oh, I feel so bad now. So bad. I feel extraordinarily bad.
I thought it was beautiful. It would go with this. I've learned to play these since I last saw you. Ah.
That's lovely. Well, here's the thing. I didn't give anybody anything. You
Oh,
got it.
The gift of being with you, my darling, is more than enough.
The guilt is outstanding and it's stifling.
I would have to say just by you being you is a gift.
That's also incredibly stifling and makes me feel worse.
Okay.
This is what I would like to do for everybody.
Then I would like a Walmart card if you want to buy me
I'm more
something.
than happy to do that online.
They
for
got
you.
good stuff at Walmart.
I can go in and grab that. Would you like that in the US?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I could, yeah. Well, I can order online.
Yes.
And they'll send it over to
Yes,
me.
yes, you
I'll
can.
get me something like,
What would you like, my love?
Well, I think I would like a little puppy that I could love and nurture, and I could hug it in my rabbit fur.
Can I get that online?
Absolutely. Dogs are us.
Yay, we did it. We're here. Yay, that was fun. Did you have fun, Margot?
I had a ball. I love playing with you too.
Oh, super fun. That was, yeah, I just love the one nice thing about being on a loft mic is you do off-screen stuff. which doesn't, which helps. That was super fun. Can you stay around? Stick around, watch us do a set, and then stay so we can talk a little bit after we finish doing our set.
Absolutely.
Whatever you do, don't turn your camera off. Yay. Let's try to do Landry and Summers to be funny. Oh yeah, let's try to do that. Are you guys ready? Improv God,
I'm ready.
take
Little
us to
traveling music.
on the other side.
Can do.
Ba-do, 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 ripple,
Bow,
bow,
bow, bow.
ba-do, ba-do,
Ba-do-da-do-da-dum.
bow,
Bow. Ba-do-da-do-da-da. Rip, bow, bow. Ba-do-da-do-da-da. We're Landry and Summers. Look at me with my wig all pinned up.
You know, I think it's a new year. We should go with Summers and Landry. Just a thought.
I don't care, but that would mean I would have to change all of our marketing for the last 15 years.
Oh, that could be a drawback.
Would you like to do that?
No, no, it's okay. Landry and Summers.
Here, why don't you
No,
stand
no,
here
it's
then?
okay. No, no, no.
Are
Landry
we
and
are we
Summers
doing
fine.
this? Are we really having this argument now?
No, Landry and
It's
Summers. fine.
alphabetical. It's always been
Yeah,
alphabetical.
No.
I'm sorry,
It's
my
never
name started.
fair.
Life is not
Too
fair.
bad your last name
Life,
start with a Z.
yeah, man, that would be Summers and
Zewowski or something, yeah.
Zewowski, right? But that did not
Yeah.
happen. We're Summers and Landry because I'm not gonna fight. Fuck this. I'm too old to change.
No,
horses
I
in
think you're
this
right.
ring.
Landry and Summers is much better.
It has a
it
better
sounds
flow.
better.
It has a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
flow to
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless we only go by our first names.
Oh, improv guy,
Oh, yes.
save me. Hey, listen, on our Facebook wall, we have a bunch of suggestions, but there's a bunch of other things that's going on my Facebook wall too. If you want to, pick something off of any comment that's happened in the last couple of days, that would be fantastic.
Any cat videos. anything
Any
like
cat
that, yeah.
videos, and basically my wall is filled with Beatles stuff because we ended up watching Get Back on Disney Plus.
What he wants belong.
And wow, opinions have changed on the Beatles for me. You know what? Never mind. I've got. Oh, by the way, I've got. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah. Hey, here's the thing. We're about to go and scat a little bit about the Beatles. You want to do this?
We're doing the Beatles.
Yeah, just a general on the Beatles because you saw Get Back.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Okay.
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
You need to get back.
Oh, ba-do, ba-do,
Get
ba-dum.
back to where you once belonged. Oh, too bad.
Ba-do, ba-do,
That
ba-dum.
was a political song
Ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
until they went bougie.
Oh, ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
Oh yeah,
Ba-do,
it was a political song once upon a time.
ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
And then they changed the words. It dealt with
Ba-do, ba-do,
everything going on with
Ba-do,
immigrants
ba-do,
and
ba-dum.
all the rest who knew,
Ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
who fucking knew. I watched 4 hours
Ba-bow,
of
bow, ba-do, ba-do,
Get
ba-dum.
Back.
Boom, boom. Ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
Ringo Starr's a rock star.
Boom. Ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
McCartney is a
Get back.
fucking douchebag.
back.
Asshole.
Get back, back, back.
Get back.
Ba-do, ba-do, ba-dum.
Here's the thing. If you are a horrible singer, it's a shame when a kid makes fun of you. Sorry, Yoko.
Boom,
What the fuck was that? Get back to where you once belonged. Get back to where you once belonged. Why don't you get right back?
Yo.
Sweetheart,
Yeah.
I just ordered Disney Plus.
You know what I feel about Disney.
I know it's
Disney is the evil mouse.
evil mouse.
You know, and you realize Walt Disney was a communist.
I know he was.
You know, and what happened during World War II? Everybody donated their time to the war effort, but Disney charged them for everything he did.
I want to see Hamilton. You won't let us go to New York.
Well, no,
I want to
dangerous
see
there.
Hamilton.
It's dangerous in New York.
Every place is. We live in Los Angeles. Like it's not as dangerous in here than it is in New York.
I know in New York, you hear all about New York. You know, the buildings are all crowded in. It drives the people crazy.
The building's all bundled in here in downtown LA.
Well, yeah, but nobody goes to downtown LA.
Well, that's the thing.
They stay away from the crazy area. In New York, you can't because it's everywhere. They're all smushed together, and you got these high rises and people that are living in tiny
I'm
little
not
boxes.
asking to move to New York. I'm asking to just go to New York.
Oh, you want
There's a
travel there.
massive difference
Well,
there.
yeah.
And since you won't, and since Hamilton has been out for years, and you don't even want to go and see Hamilton here in LA.
Well, it's not the same. The touring company. Come on.
It's
Come on. Who wants to
hey.
see second stringers?
true story. In the theory of this, I'm a second stringer. I was in the Second City Touring Company. And we would go out and do shows all over the country, universities and places of that nature. And every once in a while, because I didn't tour a lot when I was in Tourco, but when I was out, you know, you get one person from the audience that's kind of like Hans' character back here, who will say something it's just really like, well, what's the real main stage like? And I would turn around and say, it's the same thing, but with me. I give all the ups to people who are understudies and who are in touring companies, because these people work harder than the actual people in my mind on that stage, because they have more proof. They work harder and they shadow for days. So all the props to all the actors who are in a fucking bus somewhere, traveling to God knows where, in a tiny space, doing Godspell. Yeah, you know, so that's why I got Disney Plus.
Yeah, if you want to say it's a 7-day free, we can watch it and shut it off, right?
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
You're not paying for it at all.
Well, that's fine. You know, I don't have to watch it.
I
but,
got it from my ex-husband.
Oh. When were you talking to Bob?
I talked to Bob yesterday and the day before
You know
yesterday.
how I feel about Bob.
Hey, Bob gave me free stuff.
I give you free stuff
When?
all the time.
When?
Well, there was that time a few weeks ago.
That
you know,
wasn't free. That was just you taking out the garbage.
Well, you know, somebody's got to do that, because if I don't take it out, it's going to pile up and all hell's going to break loose, you know, because little field mice will come in. And you know how you hear
That's
mice.
not a gift.
It is a gift. I am gifting.
You are
refuse
gifting.
removal
You
from
are
you.
gifting. You are gifting doing what you need to do in this house to keep it clean, because I do everything else and you take out the garbage. That is not a gift. That is a household maintenance chore.
What about the time I bought you flowers?
Get to that moment.
Honey?
Hmm?
I knew you liked roses, but the roses cost too much, so I got you carnations. They're the same color as the roses.
these are the carnations from my fucking garden.
Yeah, because the place I was gonna stop at, they
Got
were,
back.
well, I was inventive. And I gave you,
So I got Disney Plus and I'm watching Animals.
okay.
And I got it from my ex. And we're going to go out for dinner afterwards.
Taco Bell.
No, he's taking me to the restaurant I've always
Oh,
wanted
you're
to
going
go
out
to.
with Bob.
Going out with
Ah,
I'm not going to Taco Bell.
okay. Well, I guess the three of us can go to dinner. That's fine. I'll tolerate Bob as long as he's picking the check up.
Boom. But and soon the tribute band will be starting in 5 minutes.
Okay. Tribute band.
Excuse me, I think this is my seat.
Oh, I didn't know they were numbered.
Yeah, they are.
That must be mine. It's one number over.
Yeah, I mean, I can sit there. It's no big.
No, it's okay. I'll sit over there.
All right, great, fantastic. Oh, God, it looks just, you know what it looks like?
A stage.
Well, it looks like the roof.
Oh, yeah.
It looks just like the roof.
Yeah. The roof is on
That
fire.
is so 80s, not,
Oh.
I mean, it looks like the roof, and then they have the sides where they have people who can stand there and watch.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely
actually, I was
lovely.
given a ticket to come here.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't buy it. I'm never a Beatles fan myself.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, yeah.
Why? I love the Beatles.
Well, ooh, she loves you. Ooh, and,
But that's the early Beatles.
oh, that's as long as I lasted.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did you? I mean,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I liked the Beatles for 2 weeks.
Would you like to tell that real story to the camera?
What? Oh,
Do it.
you want me to actually tell the story?
Yeah. Story time.
I'm going to have a dramatic interlude. No, it's, I always feel like Groucho. Come on, it's like, and now? Actually, I saw the Beatles the first time they appeared on Ed Sullivan. And I thought, wow, what a really neat band. And it's like I was listening to all the Beatles stuff. And about 2 weeks later, I saw an Elvis movie. And the Beatles were by.
So you went Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis, yeah. King.
I mean, I have nothing bad to say.
So
about
Elvis in concert, the real Elvis. It wasn't a replica show.
Would you like to tell that story up there?
You're making me tell stories?
Yeah. It's a
I'm
new
going to have
year.
an interlude.
It's a new year.
Actually, I saw Elvis in concert 5 times.
Oh, I thought it was 3. Okay.
No, it was 5. I saw him in 72, 76, and 77. And in one of the concerts, 72, I was sitting like in the 7th row or something of that nature. And I basically on Elvis, all the Memphis Mafia security was always around the stage. So anybody who was trying to take pictures, they would go over there and they'd yank the camera out of their hands, or if you're trying to take, and back then it was Super 8 video, Super 8 film, they would try to get your camera. So I literally was snuggled up to this guy, I had no clue who he was, and I was hiding a Super 8 camera, and I literally taped the entire concert. And it was funny because the footage I shot was the exact angle of the footage they used when they did Elvis on tour. So I thought, oh, interesting.
Do you still have that video?
No, we gave that to gave that to Fred.
Who's Fred? I'm still in
Fred.
character.
Yeah, you know Fred.
Wait, the guy who actually was outside selling the ticket.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, he was big into that. So I thought I'd give him the film, because I don't got a projector anymore. What I got to do with it? Just like go like this. Yeah, look at the pictures. Look at the pictures.
Oh, the lights
look at the pictures.
The lights are going down.
Oh. Hope they do Jailhouse Rock.
They will probably do Beatles songs because you know what?
What?
That's the roof of where they ended their last thing.
Oh,
I'm just really happy that they got friends of Billy Preston to do this.
oh, yeah.
I don't know how much you know Billy Preston, but I think he saved the Beatles. Or at least for the time that he could. I'm sorry you're not into this. Oh, by the way, my name is Susan.
Jim,
Nice to meet you, Jim. I used to listen to Elvis, but not Elvis songs.
what, you listen to him talk?
No, I was more into rap, which is Elvis. Shit for me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
so sorry.
well, he used to do, you ever heard Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Yes, I have. Are you lonesome
Yeah.
tonight?
And then he has that talking bridge in there.
Yes,
That's kind of like rap.
that's more like 50s
Oh,
sounding,
Oh.
bridge.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
If you would have sped it up, it'd be rap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I see. Who's the guy with the little circular glasses?
That's obviously the actor who's playing John Lennon.
Get shot.
And that's all you know about the Beatles?
Well, I saw that on the news.
Yeah, that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, also, you see the guy with the longer hair on bass?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing George Harrison. He got shot too, but
Oh.
he lived through that
Oh.
and then ended up getting cancer.
Oh.
You see that guy right there, lead. That's he actually looks a lot like McCartney. That's
Anybody shoot him?
No, no one shot him.
That's a shame.
Well, there it is. And that guy on the drums is Ringo.
It's a funny name.
I'm surprised you've been alive this long and with Elvis and you don't know that you should remember who the Beatles are.
Well, yeah, I don't know their music, but I know who they were.
I mean, from Abbey Road, Meet the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Get
Oh, slow
Back.
down. That sounds like album titles.
They are.
Oh, so I didn't buy any albums.
Oh, I had them all.
I just listen on the radio.
I had them all. True story. My God, I saw the Beatles in concert in Chicago. And yeah, it's like black folks listen to the Beatles. Who knew? We were these people. And she ended up passing down all the albums to us, me, my sister Angel. And that's how I got into the Beatles. I have literally gone, there's a joke about the Beatles, which is you're not a real Beatles fan if you haven't gone through all of the ways you listen to the Beatles. So from album to 8-track to tape, we had the albums, the original albums, which are now a gazillion dollars, especially if you have the original ones. But I swear to God, I'm such a nerd. Nerd alert. We had the albums and we had the white album with all the inserts. The kids in our house destroyed it. And I went downstairs to my sister's room and saw the white album. It was hot and basically it was cold in Chicago and we had radiators. Someone left the white album on the radiator. So the whole album was like this. So, and I played it because, if they're going to sing shit backwards, I'm going to go and hear them so basically everything on the white album is like, it was hilarious to listen to. I am such a massive Beatles fan. It's kind of ridiculous. I will listen to them on warped wax.
I guess that was an okay show.
Yeah.
I got tickets for another show if you want to go see it.
Which one?
Oh,
This was really good.
down the street, there's a guy doing a one-man show of Red Fox.
Really?
Yeah,
He's just basically doing his entire album?
he's doing Red Fox.
Wow.
He puts on the makeup and everything.
Well, Red Fox didn't have that much makeup on.
Well, yeah, but this guy's not Red Fox.
Oh,
He's
he's
making himself to look
looks
like
like Red Fox.
Yeah.
So does he have the puffs of white hair?
yeah,
Yeah. Old Red Fox or young Red Fox?
Well, I think he's inspired by the Party albums.
Oh, so that's young Red Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The nasty, just swearing all the time Red Fox.
I got an extra ticket if you want to go.
Are you stocky and handsy?
I could be.
That sounds good by me.
Turn that music down. I'm an old man. I'm sitting on my porch and I'm trying to take a nap. I don't appreciate
Oh, for crying out loud, what is
music.
going on? It is noon. Who are you yelling at?
I am dozing on my porch and they're playing music.
They're not playing that loud. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Josephine. Hey, how you doing? What you playing over there? Yeah, I hear flashlight. Da 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 dee da 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 da. Yeah, I know. All funk me. I get you. Hey, can you give me a flavor? I know it's noon and most people don't care, but I guess old man's sleeping over here. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I treat him nice either.
I'm not sleeping. I was dozing.
Just
When you retired, you dozed.
you at 11, girl. Can you take it down to 10? Thank you, girl. All right, I'll talk to you soon. All right, we're going to jam later when he is wide awake. What are you yelling at them? That's their property in their house. They don't even have it loud. They're playing Flashlight. That's a great song.
It's bleeding over here and I was dozing.
You got to get out of town. This is noon. It is noon. It
Yeah.
is noon. People are awake at noon. If
Well.
you dozing, the world don't stop for you.
Well, I got up at 5 and I had my coffee and my soft boiled eggs.
Right,
And then, since I'm retired,
right,
I just kind of put the dishes in the dishwasher.
right.
And then I came out here and then this is my television. I like to watch people in the neighborhood. So by noon, I'm ready to doze.
Do you realize that there's other people in the world outside of you?
I've heard that said.
And I'm saying it again. I'm almost
And I
positive.
see these people, but with the COVIDs, they can't get close.
But that's the thing is they in their house.
Yeah.
It is noon.
Yeah.
And even though it's your nap time,
Right.
it's everybody else's I'm up time.
Well.
I'm in the world time.
Yeah.
I'm doing my shit time.
Okay.
And here's the thing,
Yeah.
you almost sleep time and
Yeah.
you got to adjust as much as we have to adjust. And I'm just, ooh. You need to leave those people alone. They're playing Flashlight, and that's a good Parliament song.
Okay.
You need to let that go. You need to apologize to them. You need to send them a nice thing of roses. Or
Sorry, you're playing Flashlight.
I'm
I
not.
apologize.
Yeah, that's. You don't like Flashlight. You don't like Parliament. You don't like Bootsy. What is wrong with you,
Bootsy?
Bootsy?
Oh.
Bootsy Funkadelic. You know you're talking to a black woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm just reminding you.
Moron.
I'm just reminding you.
I don't have Alzheimer's.
I'm not you. I'm just saying you were there in the 70s.
Yeah.
They were there in the 70s. Bootsy Funkadelic is the bomb. That's where Prince came from. You were there in the 80s. I'm just saying.
Well, I used to just listen to the Bee Gees.
You listen to the Bee Gees? Okay, all right. I don't mind that.
Well, if you go to
They
the
are
disco,
right.
I had to be a hep cat and go to the discos.
They're all right. I don't mind the Bee Gees, so I forgive you. You could have gone a little more. Basically, there were a bunch of white guys who stole a bunch of music from a bunch of black people, but that's neither here nor there. They were good at what they did.
You used to listen to Miko too.
Miko.
Yeah.
I don't remember them.
Miko, they did a disco version of Star Wars.
I remember the robot one of Star Wars.
Oh.
I remember the robot one, the disco robot one.
Ooh.
That was funny. So it's just like,
Oh no, they did the theme, the Star Wars theme.
And it was all with the disco beat underneath it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And people tried to dance to that.
Wasn't
Wasn't that called the Cantina song?
Yeah, it was Cantina. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
I still have the records.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind listening.
I don't
to
throw
those.
things away.
You
I still got them on vinyl. The kids today think they're hip.
know
We were
what?
buying on vinyl when I was a kid.
You know what?
Yeah.
Vinyl's coming back.
Well, it never went away for me.
Yeah, they buy record players again.
Oh, well,
And with USB ports on the side of them, so you can get an old wax and then go and put a USB into it, and then go and record it, and then go and carry it around in your ears.
that's cheap stuff. I got that big console television with AM, FM, and a turntable.
How old is that?
Oh, I bought that in about 1974.
That's vintage.
Big screen TV too.
Oh, that's nice.
29 inches.
Very
You
nice.
don't find that every day.
Nope, not at all. Would you like to have dinner? I like you. I mean, ever since Rita passed away.
Yeah, well, that's why I come out here and watch the people walk by and
You can't. Yeah, you watch people indulge, but don't scream at them because they like it. Honestly, I talked to them across there because we had a little party that was quiet, so you could sleep.
Oh,
They're nice people across that
They
street.
are?
Yeah. Would you like to?
Okay.
Would you like to have dinner across the street and actually meet them?
well, let's go slow.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to meet too many new people.
Well, and there's only 2 people over there. It's it's
Well, maybe one at a time.
one at a time. They're married.
Oh,
You can't meet them while he's like, oh, leave the house. And so he will feel comfortable.
I know what
with
I
one
could
person.
do. I could actually, if you get their phone number, I could ring them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could call and ask for the husband and say, hey, I got a leaky pipe. Could you come over here and fix it? Now that's just a ruse, just to get him to come over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I could meet him and find out what he's all about.
I think that's a good idea.
And then
in a
maybe-
really twisted, warped, bizarre way.
Then maybe when I see he's gone off to work, because he still goes to work.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I seen him drive his car out.
Yeah.
So I could call her up and say, oh, whatever her name is, oh, excuse me, but I was trying to do my laundry and the suds are all over the floor. Could you come over here and help
Why
me?
would she know laundry? Because she's a woman?
Well, yeah, she's at home and she's a woman.
That's some bullshit. How do you know that? How do you know that he doesn't come home and do the laundry?
Okay, well, I could call her up and say, hey, I'm trying to put in these studs in my back room. Could you come over here with a drill?
That sounds almost creepy.
Okay.
That sounds like a double
Well,
entendre.
I went both sides there,
Just say, hey, I got a question for you. Can you come over?
Oh, well, she
Why
probably.
can't you just make it generic?
Well, yeah, but wouldn't she just say, well, I'm on the phone now, ask me the question?
It's like, no, this has something to do with a surprise party
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, I'm throwing a surprise party for myself.
No, you're throwing one for me. I pointed to me.
Oh, I thought you were being me in that example.
No. So you go over there and you
Yeah.
say, hey, I was thinking, or you call and say, hey, I was thinking about throwing a surprise party
Okay,
for my next door neighbor.
okay.
And since Rita has passed away and she
Right.
used to do all that,
Yeah.
I would like to try to plan
Oh,
something.
yeah,
What can you help me?
that's very clever.
I'm a brilliant
Yeah,
person.
so get their phone number and I'll do that. First,
I
I'll
have
bring him
it.
over. Oh, good. Well, you give that to me and I'll wait a couple of days and then I'll call him and invite him over. And then I could call her a few days later and say that I'm having a surprise party for me. And
No,
that,
for me.
Oh, for you. And that I need advice on how to do a surprise party. And she'll probably just say, well, you just invite some people and you hide and you invite the other person over late and then you just jump out and yell surprise and have cake. That's probably what she'll say, but who knows? She may have a bigger pool of information than I do.
Why don't we just have dinner by ourselves?
Well, then we don't have to meet any new people. I like that. Yep. Okay. Surprise.
Surprise! Boom. It's a surprise when you meet people for the first time. If you really want to get together, listen to your favorite music. If you like them, I happen to like along. Slow jam of the Beatles, Day in a Life. Why don't we do it in the road over and over?
Back in the USSR.
Back in the USSR, no matter where you are. And in the end, it's not the love you make, It's equal to the love. It's equal to the love you take. For Landry and Summers. Happy 2022. Yay!
Should we adjourn back to the other?
I think so too. Let's talk to Margot, see what's going on her side. Was that okay, Margot?
Are you kidding me? Let's do it in the road.
She was asleep. Wait down.
No one really
come
watching
together.
us.
I want you to come together.
Right now over me. Let's go over to the other side. Yay, I understand you have a Beatles story.
I certainly do. When I was 14 years old, I was in London, and my father was buying my brother some shoes, and we were in a taxi cab, you know, the old-fashioned taxi cabs in London. And I saw all these girls outside of the theater. I knew they were filming Hard Day's Night. I said, "Stop the cab!" And they did. And my dad, even though I was only 14, let me out. He said, "We'll pick you up later." And I was outside the theater where they were filming Hard Day's Night, and I heard a scream, and I started running towards that scream, and there was a limo, and the boys were in the limo, and I put my face right up to the window, and I couldn't see in, but they could see out. So I was this far away from the boys.
Oh, you
It's a
actually almost saw the Beatles.
It's a heartbreaking story, I know.
That's not a heartbreaking story. That's a fucking awesome story.
And that was
Because you were-
and the other story is my husband and I met because of our love of the Beatles. He plays guitar and I think I sing. So
Yeah, you can sing. Stop it. Stop it.
yes.
Stop it. But my favorite, actually my favorite almost moment, not with the Beatles, when it comes to almost meeting someone, was David Bowie. And so this is what happens. I was at Goodman in Chicago taking classes for high school students, and it was his Les Dance tour.
Uh-huh.
And everybody was like, "Hey, you want to go and see Les Dance?" We got tickets. One of the girls in my class were friends with one of the members of Ticketmasters. Her family worked for Ticketmaster. It's like, we got these tickets to see Bowie. And I was like, I'm so in. But someone was like, "Well, I got these tickets to see Miss Firecracker Contest," which, you know, and the guy who had them, I actually had a massive crush on. So I had a choice: see David Bowie or see Miss Firecracker Contest with this dude who I was hot for both of them, both Bowie and this guy. But in my mind, I went, he's closer. So I went to see Miss Firecracker Contest. The next day in class, all the girls walk in, they all have roses. They went behind stage and they saw Bowie and Amon. He was dating Amon at that point before they got married. And they hung out in the back with David Bowie.
Oh my goodness.
And so close. And in my mind today, I was actually at fighting weight at that point. I'm just like, oh, David Bowie likes African American women. Oh no, I missed out. I could have totally snaked David Bowie from Amon. like I could. Amon's a model. But that was my 17-year-old self thinking this. And yeah, that close to getting a rose from David Bowie.
Oh my.
So that's my story. Was that okay? Is that okay? I decided to just go with what's been on my mind for the last few days.
I loved it. And as an adult, I went to Abbey Road and crossed the zebra crosswalking.
As we all do when we go to London, don't we?
Of course, yes. And then I hung out in St. John's Wood, hoping to see Paul McCartney, but I never did. So, you know.
Yeah, my thing the first time I went to London, I actually tried to get John Cleese and the Pythons to try to play with us. I was like sending out letters and the whole 9 yards, and we ended up playing with the nursery. and at the Miller's Pub, I think it was called. And I was just like, God, if John Cleese or anybody, because John was already here in California,
Right.
but I'm like, any Python would do. Who's any Python? Hey, Palin. I want Palin.
If we go back over there, you need to get a hold of Stephen Fry. See if he'll
I would
perform
like,
with us.
yeah. We were just asking every comedian from the '60s, the Pythons, Fry and Laurie, just anybody, any crew from No Honestly, just basically the whole BBC crew. Just bring the BBC over. Just bring a camera.
I'm sorry.
No, you go.
I was going to say, when you had that decision to make, one of the groups I play with virtually is called Get a Room. And we work with objects. And one of the things we do at the end of our show is called The Great Decision. And we have to make a decision between doing one thing or another thing. And so that reminded me of the great decision that you had to make.
Yeah, the great decision, Bowie or theater,
Right.
which are both in my mind, really. And at 56 years old, in my room, in that room, with the door open, there is literally a little picture of Bowie, because there's only two performers I love, three performers I love, and Beatles are on the wall too.
But you have an autographed Prince.
Yeah, I have an autographed Prince, autographed Bowie, Bowie, Laurie Anderson, and the Beatles. My little corner of my room. These are the musical idols that I hold on to.
And out here you have Cab Calloway.
And out here, we saw Cab Calloway how many times?
We saw Cab, I think it was 6 times.
Yeah, 6 times in concert.
I saw him at the Rainbow Room in New York City.
Nice. We saw him at the Fairmont in Chicago with his daughter. God, we got so much in common. And speaking of things in common, we both teach. Go and tell us what's coming up for you next, Margot.
Well, I'm still teaching. I teach improv for people with Parkinson's and their caregivers every Saturday morning. It's a free drop-in. We have people from all over the country and internationally now, and that's a lot of fun. And I'm in another group. I'm in Class Act, as I think you mentioned, and I'm teaching different classes. I'm going to be hopefully teaching a hybrid in March. Oh yes, that's my logo there. And I'm teaching a course called Music, Movement, and Mindfulness through Improvisation. So it's going to be a combination of musical improv, mindfulness, and some movement based on my days studying ballet in New York City.
The MMMs. The MMMs.
A little Bob Fosse. You just have them all do.
A little Fosse. And it's going to be my new logo, the 3 M's plus M. That's me. And then once a month on Thursday, I do this crazy show on Facebook, and we have some wonderful improvisers joining me. And I am the worst improv teacher ever, but they don't know that. And I have people like Jay Sukow and Dina and a lot of wonderful people that come in and play with us. Rich Baker, if you know him.
I love Rich.
I think great. I just love him.
He's
so that is really fun. And then I do a drop-in every Tuesday night called Fearless Improv. Take a risk and jump in. So those are some of my projects right now.
Where can they all find these projects? They really want to know. Right down there. That's where they need to find it. Right there.
That's right. That is right. That's my website there. And I have all my podcasts there. I completed 104 podcasts recently. And I got to speak with Ed Asner a few years ago.
God love Ed Asner. Actually, we just had Tim Joyce on the show, who was in our company, who did a film with Ed.
Did he tell you about the ghost story?
Did he tell you about Ghost Story?
No.
Oh yeah, when he was really young in like a touring repertory company, I think this was up in New Jersey. They were performing in this converted church. Used to be a church, got turned into a theater. And whenever they were performing, they kept hearing whispering on stage, and there was nobody next to them. And then at one point, I guess they saw like an image, and they were all just so curious. They followed the image, and there's the old bell tower was still in the building. It went up to the top of the bell tower and hung itself.
That's the story Asner used to tell everybody when he was at Second City for a minute. But
He
Was
was.
he?
He knew
Was
David.
he as lovely as what everybody has said?
Yes. Oh my God. Well, he had performed in Naples. He did this one man show the last couple of years, and he was just delightful. I mean, I loved him. I said, "Would you do my podcast?" He said, "Sure." And
Because he's an improviser. Of course, he's going to say yes, and
yeah, because he knew David Shepard and back in the really early days. So,
yeah. Super early days of Shepherd. And Shepherd was supposed to be IO, but it was Dell instead. This is so many great stories. This is why I love doing improv with people of a certain age, because we have that history, we have the lineage, and you do in abundance. Please get on this woman's website, because she is a literal bucket of awesome. Meanwhile, on our end, we were supposed to do a fundraiser for the Ledge Theater because of Omicron. It has been postponed, but we don't give up. We don't give in. People of voices don't give in. We are still doing it online. And if you go to Better
Doing a
World,
bridge online.
yeah, we are doing a bridge with Asian AF. I say the full thing, Asian as fuck, Color Collective, and myself and Hans. And we will do a show on Martin Luther King Day, Monday. You can get to betterworld.org and go and give, a little bit of love. And, when we actually do the show, you can also go to Travel Pledge, which is our site there, where we have an auction going on of amazing things, including Hamilton, including wine tasting, because this is what I do, including shows and classes and improvisation. If you do not wish to go and give a Better World, you can get on to Venmo at Ledge Theater.
And cross fingers, on February 18th, we'll have a live benefit in the theater.
A live benefit in the theater with our original crew, which is Frangella, which is also White Women, which is now Better Team, which is awesome. Also with Asian AF, hopefully still online. Also with Color Collective. Also with Leon Acord, who started Old Dog New Tricks.
And I think he's going to be reading from his new book.
Reading from his book, Sub Liberty. And Landry and Summers, and a whole crew of amazing.
And I'm going to read from my book. I haven't written it yet.
The name of the book is called I Haven't Written It Yet.
I have to ask you,
you.
have you not seen Hamilton? Was that true?
No, I have seen Hamilton. I saw it actually on. I've seen it on Disney Plus. I did not see it in New York.
We took Disney Plus for free for 7 days to watch.
Yeah,
I understand.
and for Get Back, we have a love. We just happened to have seen it.
That was great. I loved it.
We have friends.
We don't.
That's all I'm saying.
We don't know
have
how.
friends.
We opened the app and there it was.
And then we opened the app, there it was. But,
It's important to have friends. I love that you're my friend now.
So yeah, and if you wish to have Disney friends, you have more friends. Derp. Don't want to say how we got it. With that, we are streaming live on the Pack Theater site. Please give down below to the Pack.
The plan for the
Theater.
Pack, right, is still to reopen by March. Is that?
They will be reopened by March. There are auditions that are coming up for the improv teams at the Pack Theater. Please get onto the website, sign up, because it's now open not only to Pack Theater people who have been there, but it's open to anybody who has done improvisation in Los Angeles who can go and audition and wish to go and take a try to see if they can get onto a house team. Please go and get a hold of the Pack Theater and Roy Shockley and Miles to go and make that happen. And also check out ledgetheater.com, because that goes live. It's a really pretty site.
You got so much stuff to say.
A lot of stuff, because it's a great top of the year, isn't it?
Hey, top of the year to you.
Ooh, top of the year. It is 6:05. We have gone over. Margot, your dream.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this. Improv God,
Oh, yes.
what am I about to say to you?
I love you too.
Because improv gods know before things happen.
Every once in a
Shaun.
while.
Yeah, every once in a while. You're all right, improv god. I'm Shaun Landry.
On Summers.
That is Margot Escott, and the real name of improv god is
Braden Bombach.
peace, love.